Let's talk about Unstable. Why did I write Unstable? What was the triggering emotions behind this song? And probably more importantly, what you're wondering about is why did I shave my head? And what was that music video about? We're gonna get into all of that, just like we've done for Count the Sheep. Basically, I wrote Unstable. It's actually one of the newer songs on the album. I wrote it in 2019. Was learning a lot about my OCD that year, and in the process of learning about my OCD, it was the first time in my life that I ever had the thought that maybe because of my mental health, because of what could be a permanent issue in my life, I could never fully commit to being the partner, romantic partner that I wanted to be. And so for me, it has a lot of essence in that, but it does bleed into all relationships. That song is about feeling like you're worth it to be a part of someone else's life. A lover, a friend, a family member even. When you have mental health issues, it can really feel like that issue defines you, and it defines what you have to offer to society. I wanted to write a song that could address those anxieties, but could do it in a way that took ownership of that instability in me and was empowering in its own way, while at the same time being vulnerable and doing what I need to do, which is ask for help and be honest about the times when I'm feeling unstable, because that kind of communication is key. So that's the triggering thoughts to Unstable. It's a song about finding your own worth in a relationship while struggling through your own issues and your own identity. Learning that those don't have to be mutually exclusive. Now, the music video. Music video is twofold. I was really looking forward to having a mohawk. We did it. We filmed a great music video with a mohawk, and we dyed it. And that was fantastic. I have a big thing for hair. I love hair. I've known my entire life that I'm going to go bald, and I can see the thinning on the crown of my head these days. But at the same time, the more older and older I get, the more and more I realize that the most powerful thing we can do for ourselves is lean into our fears. I was getting so afraid of possibly being bald and what that could mean for my identity that it was just starting to get in the way. So I decided, this song is about taking control of and stepping into our fears, whether it's in relationships and our worth, or for me, it's in my appearance. And so I wanted to step into and figure out, what does bald Ollie really look like? Is it that bad? And find empowerment in that opportunity. And I definitely did, because this don't look bad at all. This actually looks pretty good. Now, I'm gonna go back to having hair, and by the time y'all see this, that's already clear. But what it means for me is that I'm not scared of what comes next. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the day that I look like this, because this is a whole other vibe and I like it. It's just not the time. It's just not the time. But I'm not afraid of it. And that was the most important part. Music videos wise, I think a lot of people are gonna be like, this is so 21 Pilots. Like, yeah, I mean, can't argue with that. Sonically, the song Unstable And the piano composition stuff was really inspired by Tyler Joseph's live set for My Blood. He did a live set for My Blood where he really leans into this piano just singer vibe, and that's entirely what inspired the piano vocalist relationship in the song. I also wanted to make the song the most pop song on the record, so I had a lot of like Adele and that one song called Say Something. Those were like a lot of the musical influences for this project, along with like my usual hysteria and background vocals. So, trying to think if there's any other thoughts. I'm sure plenty of people are wondering about the Pikachu and the tails that are always in like my photos and my videos. They're my childhood stuffed animals. I just love them, and I love throwing them into things, and it kind of was hilarious to me, the idea of like, oh, you know what, I should have like my stuffed animals be my therapist. And yeah, that made me really happy to include them in this one in this way, because I think growing up there was plenty of times when I talked to them to get through things, so it was fun just like reminiscing back into that. Yeah, I think that's it, folks. Looking forward to hearing what your thoughts. Ask me any more questions in the comments and let's talk. Just whatever you want to know about how this song happened, leave it down below. And don't get used to Ball Dolly yet. Bye.